It's Doncic on the attack. Double comes, lost it, nearly got it back. Green goes to the deck. Collision there, and a turnover. No real numbers for Golden State. Podziemski sets, thought about it, drives on Reeves, and he finishes inside. J.J. Redick barking out to get somebody on Steph Curry. Arabia listens. Outside, Podziemski, fly-by, three-ball, cash!
Johnson, Jokic outside, tried the extra pass, and turned it over to Butler. Podziemski, corner three, and it's 10-0. Plays defense, good three-point shooter. Then they add Hardaway, who was a starter with the Pistons last year after their terrific season. Podziemski, nice step through and finish.
Ball's going to run through Butler here. He nods at Podziemski. And he knocks down a triple.
Figures for either team. Steph is back in for the final 5 seconds. Podziemski right down the lane to the rim to lay it in. Backdoor cut, Jimmy Butler. Jackson was there. Podziemski three.
Throwing it ahead, but there's the back screen from Steph. You see John Moran came over off Podziemski.
Steph had it taken away momentarily. Eventually in the corner, Podziemski gets it as the buzzer sounds.
On a poor finish to the quarter.
Runs back and forth in the first quarter. Golden State first, Clippers came back. Shot clock at 6. Jimmy will draw attention. Moody's got an open 3. Podziemski flying for that rebound. Good box out by Cole Anthony. And then AirPods with the steal and floats it home.
Horford knows how to play D and not foul. Podziemski running it back.
You'd love that. It's basically a smaller defender that's sitting there in front of him.
Back-to-back national championships with the Gators, as you're right. And then 2 years ago, one with the Celtics. And half of his life has been in the NBA.
Steph is just otherworldly. Podziemski, a little step around. Then Brandin floating that home. That creativity.
Podziemski comes away with the rebound. His ninth. Good defense by Neat. Podziemski straight away. Oh, wow.
Well, an ISO with Valanciunas. Outside to Podziemski. Got by Murray. Slithers through the defense for 2.
And can you believe that's Brandon's first basket? I mean, he was 0 for 2. Podziemski right here, he loves to drive to his right. The Euro step when Valanciunas.
Podziemski on the arm. And timeout on the floor.
10, 15 times. Come on, looking for a split cut. Podziemski fading behind the backboard. And he's got 11 now. Zabuki says shooting at a moving target. Podziemski says no problem. Pat Spencer guy was dominating for his year at Northwestern. Podziemski trying to get to a spot. That's a pretty tough shot that he banked in. He had it all the way. Wow. Rare. But if these shots are going in, maybe it's what it takes to beat the Thunder.
Warriors, you can see their brains spinning out there trying to figure this out.
Moody finding Podziemski, and that's a rattled in 3. You'll take it. Halfway through the 4th. Leading by 5. Podziemski open 3. Bottoms! Stay ready.
And he's pretty bouncy. And you see the pretty good footwork there. He used to be really raw. He's really worked on his game.
And Kovic also checking in, and Podziemski drops in a triple.
Steph has to be Superman. Other guys have to be ready to chip in. And even in the game where he was Superman, the time they just want to get out and transition. One of the best teams when it comes to transition points.
Podziemski took the bump, got the bucket, an opportunity for a three-point play. And a wonderful defensive effort. You're holding the Heat 30 points under their average. Podziemski sidestep 3.
Go ahead and cut. It's always a good idea. Warriors are one of the best cutting teams in the league.
Podziemski wing jumper. Brandon playing off Draymond, playing off Jimmy. So I don't care what level of basketball, grade school, high school, pros, whatever. If you have teammates that run, reward them for running. Reward them.
And Pods saved a layup there.
And Pods 3.
Moody, offensive rebound. Back to Curry. Corner 3. That misses. Green, another rebound. Podziemski off the bounce. The floater is up and good.
Just made him feel him, made that shot a tiny bit tougher.
Podziemski caught that on the run. Right to lay it up and in. That's the .5 decision.
Starter still on the floor. Podziemski, Holmgren got him up in the air, drew the foul, the bucket. He'll go to the free throw line.
Feet. Watch right here. The 2-foot pivot. One dribble up fake. Eyes tell lies. Got home.
And no Draymond Green right now. Clock running out. Podziemski on the run. Yes! To close out the third.
The one leg, 1 foot. B-Pods. Put it up there.
So Moody with 12 leading the Dubs. Embiid off iron and Podziemski with the rebound. Joel Embiid is 3 of 9. Podziemski with the D-cell. Okay. You play a whole half and never go inside. And Guy Santos the rebound.
They are 2 for 17 from three-point range. They're 22nd in the league in three-point shooting percentage.
Podziemski early 3.
Okay. Getting in the paint. Quick ball screens. Told you they're going to keep it as simple as possible. And Hunter just
Cycle to Podziemski. Shot clock at 7. He's got Mobley out on him. Brandin flipping it up and in. How did he get it around Mobley?
How did Podziemski do this? Pump fake? Step through? Mobley's.
And when he is and they look at tape, he learns and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Yes, you love that. He's got an edge to him.
The boldness of Podziemski, you talked about it. Shot clock at 3. Podziemski shooting the 3. Big bucket there. Podziemski and GP2 working together. Dillingham, little body bump, and Brandin backed it home anyway. What a game he had in Chicago. Podziemski.
Jackson Davis handling. 14 to shoot. Podziemski off the screen, winds up on a 3 and bagged it.
That's a huge shot. I mean, really anything they get right now.
Chance to tie or take the lead. Hot man. Brandin 3! And the Warriors take the...
Some separation. Jimmy Butler's like, he's hot. I gotta find him. Give him a touch. Throw up that heat seeker.
Curry waving off the screen help. Now the double team comes. They get it out of his hands. With the shot clock, Podziemski's got to let it fly. He hit one like that the other night.
You love the shots they're getting right there. Just can't knock them down. Batadze hits Podziemski and a chance for a three-point play, and it is unraveling here in San Francisco for a three-point play.
So just a good job of getting into the body, and look at the nice soft touch here from the lefty.
You hit on it. He looks good. Only his second game back after the sciatica issue. Podziemski putting it up and in. Laxon out on top. Yeoman on Podziemski. Shot clock down to 5. Oh, Brandin. Look what I found. All the way to the rim. Jackson Davis, who was spectacular in Brooklyn, checking in.
And James is on step all over him.
Pods will float it up and in.
And he just took a beat there.
Melton going to drive the big man Hall. Nice pump fake to put it up and out. Everything but the basket. Did not hit iron. Podziemski recognized, got to throw a 1-footer. And he got it! He hit a 3 with a running 1-footer.
And one of them's on the bench over there, named Steph Curry.
That's right. Podziemski with a 3.
He was the 10th pick a year ago. I want to see him and Jalen play one-on-one. Podziemski! Speaking of Jalen Williams, and
Maybe that gets him going. 8-0 run. Podziemski, the floater. Teardrop in the lane.
Really solid offensive possessions. You've had them all night.
shot clock at 3. Podziemski's got to make something out of nothing off 1 foot. He did! Biggest lead of the night is right now.
He's just getting to that free throw line.
Podziemski off a made basket, runs it back for the lay-in. Moving at a different speed. Take time with me. Show me on tape. What can I do to be a better defender? And Podziemski! Oh, the circus shot of the night! Beat the shot clock buzzer.
The way he's playing, too, because he's having an impact. You don't have to think about the scoring all the time. Keep the flow going. What's your job? Keep the ball. He's had some really nice touch passes tonight. But when it's his time to shine, and he's got a grenade, he knows what to do with it.
Cycle Moody. Podziemski breaking the paint. Right down the lane. Two-hand rip.
I haven't gotten a chance to call him AirPods for dunking in a long time. AirPods!
Yeah, but the bigger issue, you highlighted it. Trae Young wasn't really playing very much because he was injured. Podziemski, beautiful steal. And Brandin three. That is a nice sequence there.
Warriors defending at a high level. You get the steal, throw it out. Conley is kind of backing up, not respect.
Works on that corner three before the game and said, I'll shoot this one.
Contested three down to that last possession. Podziemski gets another one at the gun. Right at the buzzer, Brandin Podziemski. Up 26 at the break. 95-71. You're watching Coast to Coast Tuesday.
You know, just his demeanor and approach with everything. One of the most humble guys for everything he's accomplished.
Podziemski, LA Fitness moves. Can't believe that the call's going to be against him.
I have a hard time believing that, too. Look at this move. Great footwork. This is something that's become not getting it done there tonight.
Shot clock down to 3, down to 2. Podziemski. Oh, ridiculous angle. Brandin Podziemski, money.
He can get the offensive rebound. He's like, great news. That one thrown away. Podziemski in a foot race with Knipple. He got pushed from behind. What a silly foul.
The way Sion James was playing him, top blocking him there, it looked like Knipple might have lost his footing a tiny bit there.
Good three-point shooting team into a volume night. The Hornets are 6 of 20. Podziemski, the senior back, in, out, up, and 1 foot Nowitzki floater.
Sick.
He got it all and just won the horse game. And as small as the Warriors are going to be tonight, Gary and Moody, along with Podziemski and others, have to have a game. And how about Podziemski putting it in and drawing the foul?
Someone attack. And you kind of have Larson in a bad way. He's backing up. He doesn't have you square. Oh, flex on him, too. A little flex action and power up. That is powerful.
Valanciunas had it taken away, but he healed. Go ahead, Podziemski. And putting it up and in. He decelled on Ware and he stapled him to the floor.
Not great, but look at Buddy Hield impacting the game on the defensive end. And then you're off to the races in a mean decel.
Podziemski not going to settle for that three. He'll get the foul, float it in, and count the basket. He had begun the upward shooting motion.
He took a beat. You got 3 defenders around him. Trust your pivot game. You make the right pass to your teammate. And then you get a little bit of an awkward closeout for Grady Dick, who just
Waiting for his opportunity. And knee trouble is going to keep him out for the rest of the night. Another turnover. Podziemski going upstairs for the flush.
Again, Moody, Green being aggressive on Cooper Flagg, just trying to create some havoc. They were able to do that.
Edwards says, I'm dialing long distance, but there's no answer.
well, Draymond was ready for it that time. They're smiling, running back, him and Anthony Edwards.
Podziemski forces the issue and gets 2 more. Podziemski ahead of the field. Another layup for Pods.
It's happening so fast. Microwave scorer, really smart player.
Marking in, and what a play by Podziemski and Draymond. Draymond's going to go tell.
He's kind of going over the top with it, sidestep, and Podziemski's helping out. They just collapsed on that. Look at all the Warriors.
And the lead got to 6. So let's see if this group here for J.B. Bickerstaff does a better job.
Melton finds the cutter into the corner. Podziemski got that one. Scoring ability.
Oubre had it taken away. Took it to trouble. Buddy Hield with the steal. GP2. Collisions everywhere. You've got a 2-on-none. Oh, my goodness. And then Podziemski gets a layup.
They're putting the ball on the floor. Look at this defense. Buddy Hield made Edgecombe pass it, and then he helped as Oubre got it. He got the steal. He throws a double bounce pass across the court.
He thinks he's as good as anybody on the floor when he steps on the court.
Well, we talked about his journey. You know, how did you know, or when did you know you were going to get to the league? Did you ever doubt it?
Final 5 seconds. Shot clock off. Dempsey's got to make something out of nothing. And Pods to end the quarter.
Here's Podziemski. Pull-up jumper. Good, and a foul. Podziemski 4 for 4 from the floor, 9 points.
So he's going to get off the ball and then get it back, get right up into his jump shot.
A chance here for Golden State. Big possession, down 9. Green hit a 3 a moment ago. Nice cut, Podziemski. Green, you know, is going to find him.
White, Kata goes down again, change the shoes. Podziemski, the block.
That time not his fault, baby.
It wasn't his.
Corner 3, Podziemski. It's good, and Golden State is 6 of 10 from 3.
6 for 11 from 3. And you're playing lineups with at least four shooters on the floor. Remember, post replaces Horford, both big.
And Denver would fall below Houston and the Lakers in the loss column to 5th if they lose this game. Podziemski got another one!
Because offensively, both these teams would look good. First half, it was just a slugfest. Podziemski, who fed him? Draymond Green.
So this is the split action. Watch the screen here, and you get the cut almost before that action.
Horford doubled again. Escape dribble out of there. Podziemski, the open shooter again, and this time.
Clippers down 26-17. Golden State 9 of 19. Giveaway. And now Podziemski with Mathurin giving chase. Gets to the house and throws it down.
Which is creating some offense off your defense. And that time, it was the Warriors with the pick.
With his hand over the top of the basketball.
Golden State with just 34 points. Podziemski, nice pass, layup's good. Gary Payton first with a beautiful move, then the nice assist.
And look, they took care of business tonight the way they should. A shorthanded Golden State team. They came out with the right approach. Lakers had a complete game tonight. And now, Mike, we talk about consistency, momentum.
Warriors, that recovery, you're 2 on the ball, you've got the short roll, but they recovered so well in that play. The rotation on point.
Podziemski making it happen with a chance for 3.
So crafty with that left hand, balancing that fine line of being overly aggressive but playing to his strengths. That crossover dribble, get to the body of Conan Niederhauser, and the composure.
You know, Giannis, he's young. Oh my God, it's another one. Jesus.
And it's Podziemski on the leak out. Mathurin trailing. Podziemski with a slam. It's a 16-2 Warrior run against the Warriors.
See, these are turnovers that Garland usually just doesn't have. This is a feel thing, something that he'll get out of as more time on the court, more minutes played, more reps. He'll get back to himself, the all-star guard that he is. And let's not forget, a toe injury.
Better at Penn State last year, but 2 years ago at Northern Illinois, he did not average many points. Didn't get the ball much.
Up and under, had to get it over the top of Niederhauser, and somehow Podziemski finishes.
Playing off 2 feet and the power that has, especially in this league where you're not going to be the most athletic guy, but you give yourself options, whether it's step through, pivot, turnaround jumper. He's got all those little shot fakes, Austin. He is.
And how about the presence of mind from Amen Thompson there? Not to try to attack himself. We got a guy who's hot. Get him the ball.
Podziemski putting it up and in.
Warriors are battling. So
Crier's in there because he's made 3 threes. They're looking for a spark. Podziemski off the Draymond delivery with a reverse layup. Warriors trying to run that split action. Podziemski a good look at 3. He's got it. Pods has 24.
That's guts. No, even after that one, after he got fouled. This is a Podziemski 3. You see Şengün doesn't want to help up. Come off Ray.
Cup of coffee at the end. Here he is in overtime. Podziemski driving on Durant to lay it up and in.
Kevin Durant
gets to the rim.
Kevin Durant is so frustrated there. He's trigger ready, and then the awkward closeout. Go ahead and attack that closeout. Rip it through with ferocious ferocity.
How about he rebounds like a banshee?
That's a much different type of rebounding. He's got a nose for the ball as he makes a 3 as we're talking about it.
He knew we were talking about him and gives the Warriors the lead, dropping in the 3.
Giddy, Podziemski sandwiched him, came away with the ball. Running with Draymond, 2-on-1. They do that drill all the time and handle perfectly.
And Richards was trying to post up. He wasn't letting them do it. But you're just driving into traffic because it's great on-ball defense with Nate Williams. And you're there to help with your...
Will Spencer at the other end. Podziemski quickly fires the triple.
And
Podziemski doing a great job on that catch and shoot. I think it's great to give it up early in transition. Pat Spencer patient, and then Podziemski giving it up to get it back in transition. That's Warriors basketball.
Leon's back in. Foul time on this possession. Shot clock at 4 in a thicket of defenders, and it drops, and he's fouled.
Right there at the Stifle Tower, attacking the dribble drive. Rudy Gobert has to respect the three-point shot. Podziemski's knocked down 5 of those from downtown.
With the Western Conference team, we know we only get one chance to come in here every year, so you got to take advantage.
Speaking of Brandin Podziemski here, as he takes another shot, another three. He said on record that he wants to be
Santos the rebound for the Warriors. Podziemski a step to the basket, to the left hand for the finish.
This is how you use the rim to your advantage. That's a beautiful reverse there by Podziemski.
That's his 4-3.
And again, this is Santos who dropped the dub last night against the Knicks.
Warriors with numbers. Podziemski layup, prompting Brian Keith.
5-time first-team All-Defense, won the NBA Hustle Award last year as well. And many thought could have won Defensive Player of the Year because Wembanyama didn't qualify. As Podziemski gets his first field goal, hits a three-pointer as Podziemski picks up another foul.
Well, this is Podziemski going to fight through some physicality to get over to an open spot.
The forecourt, Cryer flips it to Santos, topside Draymond Green. Payton to Podziemski for a three, and it's through. He splashed it down.
Richard and Williams on the floor. Hawks by 6. Brandin Podziemski driving, got the whistle and banked it in.
This drive here by Podziemski, he takes the bump, stays focused on the shot, banks it off the glass.
One too many dribbles by Flag on that previous possession. Get that basketball down. If you don't have anything, make the defense have to move their feet.
How about that dime? Green.
Podziemski's standing here. He gets a little faint. Boy, he just really caught Klay Thompson.
Warriors aren't having a three-point shooting night themselves, though. 5 of 20 from deep. So now trying to take it away. It's a 3-on-1. How do they execute here? Podziemski take it all the way. If the defender never comes, just lay it in. The only way to stay getting hit in the face. The schnoz here. There's his patented pump fake, decel, 1 foot.
Whacked right in the face.
Yeah, and this isn't a selfish play. Yeah, you got 2 of your teammates running with you, but Williams never really.
And Wilson banking that up and out. Podziemski with the rebound. So down 7. Plenty of time in the game, but work to do. Pods another foul, another three-point play opportunity.
Ferociously as you can. Look at him. Yeah. Jay Johnson just went into his line, and Podziemski reacted perfectly. Played through the contact. That's power. Warriors.
Jay Johnson couldn't get that to go. Positive Draymond executing and interchanging, and Podziemski, how did he make that one?
Figured out how to get around Podziemski's screen, and this is the Pods bucket where he just kind of playing through the bench. Warriors winning that battle handily, and then Will Riley came in the game. Champagne's been good. Anthony Gill.
Oh, the decel on the shot blocker. He got Sarr to go up.
You gotta have some brake pads to do this, and Alex Sarr is in the air alone because
caught the Warriors off guard. If there's one area that Denver is still looking to fortify before the playoffs, it's the defensive end. 21st in the NBA defensive rating. Podziemski. That was sweet. Santos inside. 8, 10 to shoot. Podziemski frees himself. Tough look. Goes down. Brandin Podziemski buries one from the corner. Watson took some exception to it after the fact.
Great play by the Warriors. He shoots it and starts doing the Steph Curry run to the corner. You know that back pedal when he knows it's going in to make the shot more dramatic.
And then Podziemski guides it back to himself. Podziemski now 9 points, 5 rebounds. Give him 11 points and 5 boards.
Watch Podziemski coming down, attacking Johnson in transition, beating the help defense, gets cut off, does a spin move, and uses the glass to make sure it goes through. You don't know what he's going to do. He keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Spencer. And the rebound of Jokic, his 12th. And they threw it away. Podziemski. Patience. 3 ball. He's got it.
Jokic tries to get an early advance. Steal by Spencer. Podziemski just patiently.
Was it blocks?
No.
Points? No. That'll happen someday soon.
It will.
Podziemski. And the Warriors get on the board. There's Williams, very aggressive. Gets inside, kicks it up top. Podziemski has an open look. Gets it to go. His second three-pointer.
Getting a little bit of rhythm. Nate Williams in the open floor makes the play, and Brandin Podziemski has been on a heater.
Shot clock at 7. Can he channel all this into their basketball? Keon Ellis on Gee. He got rid of him. Put it out to Podziemski for 3. But it all starts with the Gee Santos drive.
So
he has 3 free throws plus a 3.
So Keon Ellis was just mad. He thought he got run over, but I like the no call there. He didn't have him squared.
Let's see. Shot clock at 4. Podziemski deep 3. He got it on the line. Ponza 17.
Lead by 4. This is the Pods 3. Keon Ellis goes under.
No Eagle, Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, Grant Liftman here with you. Glad you could join us tonight as the Warriors starting to back cut and put Draymond Green, a little hop in his step. It's Podziemski to the basket.
Again, the dime from the back screen by Spencer, finding Podziemski for another 2.
Directing traffic. This is where he's taken a step, and his teammates have been thoroughly impressed. Green forced the turnover. Podziemski races to the rim, and he slams it down.
To me, Draymond Green's having his best year defensively with all these guys out. Jimmy Butler.
Finding Podziemski. Almost too much time. Sidestep 3. Got it! Hit shots under pressure. Pods has 20.
Right where to go with it. You get a pretty good screen from Bassi. A little sidestep as you get a super long closeout from Achua.
He feels that'll exude to the team as Podziemski puts on the brakes and knocks in the 15-footer.
But a lot of too is predicated on, think about this, for a period of time during their championship run, they didn't have to deal with that. None. You know, there were very few as far as their core players being out. And speaking of core players, Podziemski is going to be one. They go back to a little jab step. Brandin Podziemski up and over, around.
Now you get the free possession after the flagrant. Podziemski was fouled, banks it home, and an opportunity for a 3-point play. You can make this a 5-point trip down the court.
Play by setting a really good back screen, and it worked out, but the Kings rotated and guarded well and stopped it, and the Warriors just floated into something else. They weren't surprised by the fact that the first play was blown.
Bassi the rebound. Do not make a steady diet of leaving Doug McDermott open for 3s.
He hung a little longer than he wanted to.
Podziemski lays it in. The bucket in the body, and Pods another opportunity for a 3-point play.
He just kind of caught him off guard. He was just running through it again. And Pat Spencer, I feel like he was privy to it. Oh, Killian Hayes is not going to have a good angle to cut him off. Cardwell, who's been...
Shot clock at 10. Spencer running into traffic. There's Podziemski playing off a guard, getting to the rim, laying it in again.
He's with a swagger, but you see where Plowden was, just because they kind of get bogged up there. Podziemski pass it and relocate a little more, try to drive by the slower defender in the double team.
Podziemski with a 3.
And we're getting a thumbs down already. I already looked at Jacob Rubin. This was a crazy 3 degree of...
Seconds to work with Gee Santos. And skip pass to Curry. Podziemski to end the half, and he bottoms a 3.